Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be filming a what's on my iPad. So if you haven't seen my unboxing video yet, you should totally check that out. I will leave it in the tags. A little information about my iPad. I didn't really give a lot of detail about specific information when I filmed my unboxing. This is the 11-inch iPad Pro. This is the Apple Pencil 2nd generation that clicks on the side, which is just really nice. And then I am using the folio case, which I love and I recommend. I'd also like to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Once we get to that app on my iPad, I will kind of share with you what classes I've been taking. Let's go ahead and jump right into what's on my iPad. The first thing we have to talk about is my screen protector. I love my screen protector. I actually got a picture off of Pinterest and then imported it into Procreate and then drew it. Like, I kind of copied the picture, but the colors are different and it's a little different, but like the general concept idea I got off of Pinterest. It's been a lot of fun learning how to use the Procreate tools, so I'll talk a little bit more about that once I get to Procreate. And if you want to use it, then I actually put it on my Pinterest. So my Pinterest is always linked below if you want to check that out. The first couple rows of apps on my iPad they're like the standard apps, so I don't really feel like I have to go through them. Oh, actually I will show you in here. I have my days blocked out on the calendar for like classes I have. So like if we would go to Friday, then I would have all of my classes listed on there, and it's really easy for me to just make sure I'm not missing a class. And it also just gives me a rough estimate of how much time I have in between to like go do other things, so it helps with just planning in general. The first app on my iPad that isn't one of the standard apps that just comes with it is the Gospel Library, and this is like my church's app. So here you can just kind of access like all the scriptures and music and all sorts of stuff. So I use this all the time for church and some classes I'm taking. Then the first folder I have on my iPad is the school folder. When we registered our device through our school, it like put certain apps on here. So some of these I don't even know what they are, but I kept them on here because the school put them on and I don't want to delete them. Bookshelf, I just have like a book in there for one of my classes. I think Socrative. I think we're taking quizzes on that for our philosophy class. Soundtrap is something for music class, like if you're trying to do virtual choirs and stuff. Fetch, I have no idea. Playgrounds, no idea. Self-service, no idea. The Books app I actually use to import PDFs. I have my comp class book and a like philosophy book and economics book, so I like to import those PDFs to Books because then I can open Books and then screen share with GoodNotes and then be able to do my homework. The next thing I have is Google Hangouts, and I don't use that very much. Zoom, I use Zoom for a couple of my classes. The Night app, it's like my school app. Seminary and Institute is my religion class app, and that has like all the readings and homework and like attendance and stuff. The next folder is the Give It a Listen. I don't know why I just thought that was funny. It's not very funny, but all the apps in here are either music or like audiobook apps. So I have podcasts, iTunes, music, Spotify, Overdrive, Hoopla, and Audible. Overdrive, Hoopla, and Audible are all for audiobooks, and I use all these apps all the time. The next folder I have on my iPad is the shopping folder, and I have Honey on here. I love Honey. I use Honey all the time to save money. Magic Links, that's an affiliate link app that you can use to like make affiliate links. Amazon is self-explanatory. This is my banking app. It's Chase Bank, and then Princess Polly. Princess Polly is a clothing store. It's super cute, so I have that on here. The next folder is Notes, but I don't really use any of these for notes specifically, but I use them for school. So Keynote, Pages, Numbers, and Files, these are all apps that come with the iPad, and I use Pages to write all of my papers. I did say in my iPad unboxing that I wasn't sure how many papers I would be typing on my iPad. Guys, I'm typing all my papers on my iPad. Honestly, the only thing I've used my MacBook for, like since starting school, is to edit videos, and that's literally it. The next app is the Canvas Student app, and this just has all my classes, all my assignments. So this kind of like lays out the calendar, has to-do list of assignments you need to do, notifications, inbox where you can talk to your professors, so it's really nice. I have enjoyed using the Canvas app because everything is so streamlined because everybody in my school has an iPad, so we just turn all of our assignments in on Canvas, and it's really nice and simple, and I like it. Next we have the Notes app, and I use Notes all the time, and I actually took it out of my dock, so I'm actually going to put it in the Notes folder so that it's not just randomly there, because I don't know how anyone else feels about that, but I don't love straggling apps. apps. Moving on to the next section, the first folder I have on this page is my YouTube folder, and all of these apps at the top have to do with making thumbnails or Instagram. So Moldiv I use to like crop, or I used to. I don't use it as much anymore. I figured out the sizing on how to do it just in the Photos app, so I don't really use that anymore, but I did use that to like crop my pictures. Pixar is really awesome if you don't have an iPad and you can't use Procreate. I would do outlines and pictures and all different types of things on the Pixar app, so if you just have a phone and you're a YouTuber, I definitely recommend getting the Pixar app for thumbnails. Next is Preview, and I don't even think I have not even connected this. If you've heard of Unum, it's kind of the same type of thing where you can look at your layout and see if it'll look good for your Instagram feed. Next is Photon, and I have been using this on my iPad. Thumbnails is something that I was really looking forward to doing a lot more with. Now that I have the iPad, I did all of this text and everything from this thumbnail on the iPad, and it's nice because it's just larger and you can see how it's gonna look a little bit easier than if you were doing it on your phone. Next is Camera Connect. I don't really use that. If I took pictures on my camera, then I would send them to the iPad through the app. I kept iMovie on this iPad because I wanted it here in case I wanted to quickly edit vertical videos for Instagram. I didn't want to have to do all of that on Final Cut Pro on my computer, so I just kept it on here. The next app is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives who want to come together and learn different skills or improve upon skills that they enjoy. For me personally, the class topics that I've been really enjoying are in illustration, lettering. That's something that I really wanted to get good at. If you are looking for classes in photo, video, Skillshare is awesome because it dives deeper and it's an actual class. Rich Armstrong has a class called Procreate Animation. I have watched part of it. Now that I have the Procreate app and I have the capacity to actually make GIFs, I really want to go through that class again and learn more in depth about how to make GIFs and possibly put some on Instagram, because I just think that would be so fun. Skillshare is also always adding new classes and courses. Skillshare is less than $10 a month with the annual subscription, and the first 1,000 of my subscribers who clicks on the link in my description will get 2 months of Skillshare free. So you can dive into those classes and start learning more and hopefully continue your subscription and continue learning. I am so excited about Skillshare and using their courses to help better myself, and hopefully you would like to do the same. So thanks again, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video, and let's go ahead and get on to the next app. The next app on my iPad is YouTube Studio, and I use YouTube Studio all the time. What I use YouTube Studio for is to check my analytics. I can edit my descriptions and my thumbnails, so pretty much all YouTube related stuff I'm going to use this app. I've got all my new videos, all my analytics here. I can answer comments on this app as well, so it's really nice. The next app I have on my iPad is YouTube, and I've loved watching YouTube on my iPad. The screen is just bigger than your phone, but it's like so much easier to like carry around than trying to like move your MacBook, so I definitely recommend watching YouTube on your iPad if you have one. The next app on my iPad is Procreate, and guys, I am so excited to finally have Procreate. I've been looking forward to having it for so long. I've been dabbling in making thumbnails on Procreate. I see people who make thumbnails with Procreate. I feel like they're done so intricately that it's really hard to like identify what's being done and what brushes are being used, so I've been trying to figure that out. I have been doing a little bit of artwork. This is one art piece that I did. It's a little boho rainbow. All of the iPad wallpapers that I've made, I put some of them on Pinterest. I plan to put all of them on there, so if you are wanting any of these, then go check out my Pinterest. I'll have a board for it. I've been getting a lot of my inspiration for these art pieces like either from people's artwork already and just like transforming them into something that could be used as a wallpaper, or just like the idea and then changing the colors and like the composition a little bit. I don't know why I've been loving drawing fruit so much, but this is my fruit folder, and I did this lemon. Guys, these are so cute. I'm in love with them. And then I have the peach as my wallpaper right now. Here's the strawberry. They're so cute. So this is kind of how I do it. This is a picture off of Pinterest, and then I just take certain brushes and like I'll outline it, and then the color's a little bit different because I like turn the opacity down on this layer. Yeah, that's just kind of how I've been doing it. Also, another thing I've been learning how to do is wobbly text. I'll put it right here. This is the example. It'll just say wobbly text Like, that's what I mean. If you've seen that in people's videos, like, I always saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. Literally, how are they doing that, you know? Well, I know how to do it now, so I'm really excited about that. So I've just been kind of like playing around with Procreate, and I'm excited to like start doing actual artwork. The next app I have on here is Instagram, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is Rehl, and I have lots of pictures on here. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers. That's a goal I have, so if you want to help me reach my goal, you can follow me on there. I always have a link in the description if you would like to check that out. Another app that I've been using a lot on here is VSco. So this is where I've been doing like all of the pictures that are from a video. I'll airdrop them to here and then make my thumbnail. So here are some like other options. Also, these other pictures, I think these are so funny. These were the other alternative like thumbnail options for my first day of college video. I ended up going with this one. Yeah, there's a lot that was going on in these clips. That was also really funny. So next I have Pinterest, which has just been a joy to use on my iPad. It's just been lovely. That is a really cute outfit. I'm going to save that to my Stylin' and Smilin' folder. The next app I've been using is Les Mills, and if any of you have been following me for any length of time, you have heard me talk about Les Mills so much. This is my workout app. My favorite is Body Combat, and it's so nice to have like this iPad because I don't have to take my computer to do the workout, and I don't have to try to do it on my phone, which is what I would usually do. It's like the perfect in between of those. So I'll just take this out on like a lawn on campus and like do my workout. It's kind of like awkward. It's not awkward. I do it on like the lawn that's like opposite from where all of the sport teams work out. Everybody's doing like body weight workouts right now. I love it when it's like a full field of like football boys working out, and then I'm over there like punching the air and doing like karate moves. They're probably thinking I look literally insane, but it's okay, you know, whatever. Act confident and no one will question you, as Sarah's Day says. The next app I have on here is Tools. This is like another church app that just gives the information for like the people in my congregation. The next app I have on here is Grammarly, and I use Grammarly all the time in school. Moving on to the last screen, I have entertainment that has Netflix, Prime, and Disney Plus. And the reason that those are on like the third page is so that I don't go and use them all the time, because I should be using my time in other areas and not watching shows. So that's why I have it on there, just so that I'm like staying focused when I'm using my iPad. And then the last folder is just like the regular apps that come with the iPad, minus Mutual, which is a dating app, but we won't go into that. And last but not least, I'll talk about my dock a little bit. So I just have messages, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's really nice to be working on my iPad and then get a message and just be able to answer it right there. I also have been using Safari a lot because who doesn't? It's Safari. Next I have GoodNotes, and I have been absolutely loving GoodNotes. I'm still trying to learn how to use it really well. I still haven't gotten to that point where I'm like I know exactly how I'm taking my notes, and I know exactly what colors I use and what layout and paper I like the most, but I'm getting there and learning how to use it more regularly. So I've been kind of switching between like the white lined paper and the black graph paper. I've also been liking that because then you can use like colored pens, and I think that's fun. It looks a little bit better than on white paper. Can we appreciate this, please? These first two pages I took with my finger. I just zoomed in a lot and wrote with my finger, so that was kind of interesting. My friends have told me that I looked really really interesting, like zooming in and like holding my finger and like trying to write on the iPad while the teacher's talking. So I'm really happy about this pen, and it just, guys, it's amazing. I really haven't figured out the ins and outs of this GoodNotes app yet, but once I do, I will make a video about it if you guys want, because I personally love watching videos about taking notes on the iPad, so I'd love to do that video. I've been trying to use GoodNotes as my organizational app as well. I think that is all for my what's on my iPad video. If you have any other questions about any of the apps, or if you want me to make tutorials on how to like take notes or Procreate or just how to use them, once I get a little bit better at it, I would love to help you out with that and make those videos, because I know I looked up a lot of those videos when I was preparing to get an iPad. Get ready for some super fun videos coming up. There's some I'm doing with my friends from college. There's a certain video I'm doing with a couple of guys from college, so I don't know if you can guess what that video is, but I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. And just let me tell you, you're gonna want to be following me on Instagram to be part of that video and ask some questions, if you know what I mean. And then I'm also gonna be doing some more college videos, like vlog types, because all my friends too are just like, when are you gonna make more of those? Or just people in general that have found out I have a YouTube channel, they're like, oh, can I be in it? And I'm like, in the next one. They're coming. I'm excited. There are just so many videos that are on deck to be filmed and are planned, and I'm so excited about them. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe down below, comment down below. Do you want to come say hello?
Yeah,
They have seen your face, but not too much. This is Ashley.
Hi. I'm her favorite roommate.
Yeah, my favorite. I'm really excited to be filming all those upcoming videos soon, so keep an eye out, subscribe, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye, guys.